Okay, so the whiz. Ha. The whiz. Woohoo! I'm very excited about the whiz. So what is it? So the whiz, we saw a need that there were so many booking systems out there. There's hundreds of them. So we thought, well, we need to develop some sort of a program to make it easier for you as a business to make a decision on a booking system for you. So what we did is, from the eKit tutorials, number 35, there's about 40 booking systems just as an example in that one. So we started from there. We approached all of those and said, we are creating the whiz. We need information about your booking system that we can populate the whiz with. So everything from the costs to what it can do for them, what business is it most suited for, is it a channel manager, is it all these questions that we asked them, and we ended up with a huge spreadsheet, and from that spreadsheet we created the whiz. So from that, have you ever seen the iSelect tool for medical insurance or whatever? You know, the concept is the same. So we've put it all in the system, and then you can compare products to product, booking system to booking system, and then you can decide whether or not it's the one for you. And then at the end of the process, you can tick 3 options at the end. It says, tick this box if you want all this information sent back to you, which is an obvious one. So you would tick that one. So any of the systems that you choose comes back to you. Then you can choose another option where you want one of us as a digital coach to help you with further discussions with it. So you tick that box, and then we get a message saying, Lois is from While Away has contacted and used the whiz. We need some more help. So we would call you within a couple of days. And then option 3 is to tick the box, and then all of your options that you've chosen, so maybe 4 or 5 different booking systems, they all then would get an email saying, Lois has chosen you as a possible booking system. Please contact her to discuss further. So all these options come into play. So it basically tells you everything you need to know about the booking systems, and I'll show you quickly. It's on the TQ corporate website. I'll go back here. And you just do a / online booking, and it will go straight to all the information. Basically all the information we're talking about today is in this area. And then you'll see here there's a connection for the whiz. And then you enter. And then it's following the prompts again, just like in everything else that I've shown you previously. It's just following it through. So it's just telling you here about what the whiz does and who it is. And then down the bottom, it's just underneath my toolbar, you hit start. Then it asks you some key functions first. So who are you? Are you a motel, B&B, a day spa, caravan park, tours, events? Basically every type of tourism business that you could possibly be is in here. Visitor information centre on the end. So if we go to, let's do a hotel motel, then it's also asking you what type. Are you a small operator up to 10 rooms, 10 to 100, or more than 100? So let's go with a medium. And then which region are you from? So in our case, oops, did I just go past it? Capricorn. So that's some basic info. Oh, okay. I forgot to put in my important part, put someone's name. So I'm going to use Como again. So what you'll see is you've popped up, because it's all being drilled out from the ATDW again. So this is information coming from there. And then we'll go to the next bit. Then it will quickly, I'll just quickly add in, I'll put my name in there, because otherwise the message that's going to come through on the other end will be, they'll think it's real and they'll call you. Now, this is where it comes down to, now what it's already done, from the information we've already entered, from the fact that you're a hotel, motel, medium operator, anything like that, it's already started to drill down the booking systems that are available for that particular operator. So what it's left us with is ones that are fitting at this point until we start adding in some extra questions or ticking some extra questions. So down here it's talking about required features. So do we want real-time bookings and payments? So in other words, I'm going to have a booking, if I make a booking, it's going to be right there, right then, and I'm going to get the payment right there, right then. So yes, I want that. Integration with the TXA, which I'll talk more about, that's another topic, but I'll tick that. But see how now it's drilled me right down to eight different systems. From there, if I want a channel manager, I want analytics, dropped it down again. I want management of my own rates, and I want back office integration, and so that's now come down to 7 choices. But then from here, I can go, well, let's have a look at Book Easy. Puts them all down here, and then it tells you a little bit about them, their rates, booking management, system costs. Tells me all, and I'm going, yeah, I think I like Book Easy, you know, based on what I'm reading here so far. So I'm going to put that into my compare box, which is now down here. Then I'm going, well, I like front desk as well. I'm going to go and have a look at that. Yeah, I like that, and put it down there. So now I've got 2 systems here that I want to compare side by side. So if we compare, it's now going to put all their information together, and you can go, this one's going to give me what I want. This one almost does. I don't think I want to go with that one, and then you can go back to your other items and start comparing more again. So it's just a matter of sitting there and going backwards and forwards, deciding which one that you think is right for you or not, and then hopefully coming to a conclusion at the end that there's a few systems in place that possibly will be what you need for your company, and then you can then make the next steps of making the phone call or getting them to ring you backwards. And that's as easy as it gets. There's no hidden agenda or anything like this. We just decided that for TQ, we thought you as businesses needed an easier way to work out what system is best for you. So once you've done your comparison, you just go down to next. And then these are those 3 options that I was telling you about before: the email to you, email to the digital coaches, or email to the booking systems in place. So obviously, I think that should just be an automatic tick, because of course you want to know who you've chosen at the end of the day. And then if you tick this one, we'll also get the email going, hang on a second, we need some help, and we'll give you a call. And again, no, we're not there to make the decision for you. We are there to help you through that process. And at the end of the day, it's got to be your decision on what system that you decide to go with. But we will hopefully help you through that decision-making process and say, okay, and we'll step back and we'll go, is this what you want it to do? No, that's not. Okay, get rid of that one. Is this one, is that what you want it to do? Yes, it is. Okay, and then you can go and negotiate with whichever company that you've chosen, and you can say to them, okay, I'm thinking this is the product that I need for my business. What can you do for me? And then go and negotiate pricing structures and stuff like that. Go and ask for a trial-free period, because again, if they can give you a trial-free period, it means that they want your business at the end of the day. So, and go and ask the questions and tell them, this is what I want the system to do, this is the reports I want, this is how I want it to look and feel, this is the way I want it to look and feel for my consumer, all that. And then they should be able to come back and say, yes, we can do that, no, we can't. And then, again, you can make that informed decision at the end of the day. So that's the whiz. So what it will tell you, and these are the things that you need to consider when you're doing a booking system. How much does it cost? Obviously, you know, in a smaller operation, you need to be able to cover your costs and so forth. So you need to ask the questions like, do you charge a per booking or per transaction fee? Or do I have a monthly fee? Or do I have one overall lump sum setup fee or something like that? So you need to talk to them about the costs. What time does it take you? Well, hopefully, once it's all up and running, it should be reducing the amount of time that you have to spend manually putting in bookings and so forth. In the first instance, yes, your time's going to be taken up doing a little bit of research, finding out which system suits you best, how it's going to be attached, what look and feel that you want and so forth. But after all that's done, it really should be saving you some time. Okay. Administration, like anything, there is still administration attached. You'll have contracts and things in the initial time frame, but after you've got the system in place, the administration again should be cut down because it's doing it for you. You can pull the reports, you can do what you need it to do, and it's going to save you time. And then the other good thing about it too is that you can pull the reports from here, compare it to your Google Analytics that we were talking about earlier, and then you can track your conversion rates. Because what you can do, remember how I was saying before, the visits and unique visitors and so forth? If you've got, say, 1,000 visitors or 1,000 unique visitors to your site, and then your booking system is saying that you've got 1,000 bookings coming through, you've got a 100% conversion rate. So you can easily work out then where your conversions are happening. So it can also help you in the respect of knowing if your website's up to scratch or not. Because if you've got all the hits coming through, but you're not getting the bookings, why? Where's the missing part to it? At what point am I losing people for not booking? So that's where you can put two together. Technology, obviously, you're going to have to learn a new system. Like anything, you're going to have to learn how it uses and how you can get your reports out, how to put bookings in and all that sort of thing, and how to manage your time with it. But most of them give you training, and most of them also give you support. So you've got backup along the way to help you. A channel does everybody know what I'm talking about when I say channel manager? Yes? No? Okay. So a channel manager is way before before reservation systems and things came into place. What we used to have to do, and I used to have to do this for the hotel chain I worked for, is if I was on What If I was on Quick Beds, if I was on Last Minute, if I was on Check-In, if I was on however many different sites, I would have to used to go in each one of them manually, log in, update my inventory, so I've got 3 rooms left at $500 or whatever, change everything individually into each one, and that became so painstakingly annoying that they decided, okay, we need to build some sort of software that will do it all for us. So what they've done is one point of call software. You tell it that I'm on What If, I'm on Net Rooms, I'm on Tours to Go, I'm on this, I'm on that, I'm on that. And then from that one point, you can update all your rates, all your descriptions, and all your inventory, all in one point. So it's just made your life a lot easier. That's what a channel manager is. And they are very good. And a lot of the booking systems will have an inbuilt channel manager with it, so that you're sort of getting 2 systems in one, which is really good. Saves you time again. Now, yield management, like I said, I'm only going to touch on this briefly because it's not for every business. It is more suited for hotels, accommodation, because we've got the opportunity with that to increase rates and make some money basically out of it. Tours and cruising and charters, sometimes it's very hard to do that because it's usually just one static price. You might have a low season and a high season, but it's generally not really able to go up and down like we can with accommodation. So that's why I'm not going to touch on it much. But basically all it is, it's that profit once you've covered all your expenses to what you're selling the room for or the tour for or whatever. That's your yield. And how do we increase it? So, but what we have done, again, Tourism Queensland, great resources. We've created a yield tutorial and a yield video. Now, this does not sit within the e-kit. It's outside of the e-kit. It's something that we felt that we needed to put out there. And I've given you the links again. So the links will be on those sheets so you can have a look. But from here, it hopefully will connect through. The video is really good. It's about 9 minutes if you ever want to watch the video. But the PDF tutorial is very much similar to the way the e-kit's set up. And this is only 9 pages. And you can just go through it and read what you want to read and take away what you want to take away. And then the video just goes straight to the YouTube channel. So, yeah, nearly 10 minutes. So I won't show you that today because it's 10 minutes. But just know what it does is they're case studies from operators who utilise yield within their business, and it gives you their point of view and how they feel it's important and why they do it. So if you ever get a chance, I know 10 minutes is a lot of time, but if you do get the chance, have a look at it and see what you think. But it might be something that you can utilise within your business. I thought I'd pause that then. But it's a great video and a great tutorial. Where are we? There. So it's just something that gives you the opportunity to, gain more profit. Now, what you will also have to think about is online merchant facilities. Now, it is different to your merchant facilities, like your FPOS system that you've got in your office. It's separate to that. If you have got a merchant system in your office already, it is one step easier to get an online merchant facility, but you still have to have a separate one that's online. You can't just have a booking system without it. It's law, you have to have one. You can do it one of two ways. You can go through your bank and set it up through Commonwealth and NAB. All the major banks do it. Obviously there's charges. There's always a charge, but it might be something, if you've got an in-house facility already set up, that it might just be a small extra fee to have the online side. You'd have to discuss that with your bank. Or you can do a third party. We all know PayPal, or there's PayMate, 2Checkout, iBill. There's so many different ones out there. But what you'll have to do is ask those booking systems, if you come down to a decision, which way they want to go, because not all of them will go with a third party. You'll have to go through a bank. So it's just something you'll have to ask as you go through the process of choosing. So, but just bear in mind, there will be fees with any of those. Doesn't matter who it is, bank or third party, there'll be a fee. But you can roll that into the cost of your product anyway. So you would have all your expenses covered to a point, and then you'd have your profit on top of that, or yield on top of that.
Where it shines, Queensland shines on me, where Australia shines.